What's up, guys? So, I'm here with a new kind of content. I'm starting my podcast series wherein in each video, I'll bring in someone very inspiration, someone who has struggled, someone who has learned a lot during their JEE preparation and how they have aced. So, today's video is going to be about how to ace your drop year. Drop is a do or die situation wherein either you hit it or you go in that guilt mode for the rest of your life. The intention of this video is to acquaintain yourself with certain great insights from someone who has been through this gruesome drop journey. So I have Ayush with me. He's a friend of mine from civil engineering. Ayush, if you could introduce yourself real quick.
Hi guys, I'm Ayush. I'm currently studying in fourth year undergrad in civil engineering, as Rishi said, at IIT Madras. And yeah, so I gave my JEE in 2021, and it did not go up to the mark. And then I studied at DJ Sangvi, which was a state level engineering college in Mumbai, and took a partial drop, gave advance again in 22, got a rank of around 5,000, and yeah, then finally into IIT Madras.
Great. So, what exactly went off during 2021 that actually led you to take your drop? What were those mistakes that you made? And finally, how did you convince your parents that, okay, I have to take a drop or a partial drop and I am capable of clearing JEE Advanced the next time? So, if you could, go back in time and
Yeah. So the thing was, Rishi, when I started my preparation for JEE, right after 10th and in 2019, so I was always a studious child. It was not that I was not a studious one, or I was not
पढ़ाकू बच्चा,
kind
school
of, you
topper.
can say, not a topper, but yeah, good at studies, I would say. Some points which I feel were a issue for me was there are three subjects PCM, right, for JEE, and chemistry like was always a problematic scene for me. So I would focus less on that. That was one major issue. Physics was my favorite, so obviously I would focus more on that. Okay, so there's an imbalance that got
Right.
created while preparation, because of which chemistry was very bad at it. And anyone, if you ask, chemistry, you require a good score to actually
Correct.
actually crack JEE.
Right.
फिर approach was very different, right? I was more over just a 10th oriented student, right, as compared to a competitive exam who requires thinking, who requires skills to actually ace the exam. So that was a problem. And one very important problem which I feel was I was a very anxious child.
Oh,
So because I had never
pressure you were
seen,
not able to handle.
yeah, you can say it. I had never seen low grades. I had never seen bad grades. I was always one of the top achievers.
Correct.
So when it came to JEE, suddenly that a flow of low scores, even after putting efforts, was very disappointing.
Right,
So
right,
I feel that was a very big problem for me, especially.
Right.
Right.
So how did you convince your parents कि यार or anyone who pushed you through your preparation? How did you convince them कि मुझे drop लेना ही चाहिए?
Yeah, so usme, I'll tell you, there's a small brief story which because of which the convincing was very easy for me. So fir I cleared J advance in the first go also, but score I got a rank around 16,000 or something. So obviously I was not
no
getting
seat,
no
being a
seat.
general
Yeah.
rank.
So then I was like, ki, when I called my sir, I always follow one sir in my coaching, right? So I called and he said, it is fine if you did not clear, but the 9 months that you improved yourself were more important for me and for everyone. And that changed actually, because I was very sad. And no one told me anything. Like my parents were supportive, my family was supportive, but no one. Obviously, he'll also feel sad, right? But वो sir ने एक line जो बोली, that actually was in my head the entire day that day. And then उसके बाद it was like, at any cost अब तो IIT करना ही है. And I felt, I don't know, inner say I just felt that I can do it. It's not difficult for me. I can get into an IIT. It was like well within my boundaries.
So you felt that you were more capable enough to achieve big.
Yeah.
And hence वो push मारना चाहिए मुझे एक बार.
Exactly. So then I had a word with that same professor, right?
Okay.
And what he thought. He was like a very dear friend of mine by that time. So he suggested me to go for a partial drop. So अब हो गया कि यार parents को बोले तो drop के लिए मनाओ. फिर एक partial
बीच का हो
drop,
गया.
partial drop is a more difficult thing, because then you have to handle college as well, right? So then, but I had a word with my parents. They first agreed for a drop. They did not object, but they just had concerns, I would say.
Right. So I mean, partial drop, if you see, it's more tough than a drop. The main reason is that you should focus immensely on both the sides. मतलब it might be possible that your JEE Advance does not go that well during your partial drop. Now in that case, if you mess up your CGP, that is going to affect your entire college life too. So I mean, similar to this, what were other challenges that you faced during your partial drop year, which might be common to anyone over here who is taking a drop or partial drop, and what were some of the ways by which you overcame all these hurdles in your journey?
Okay. So the thing was, कि partial drop concept came when COVID was there, because online college hota tha. So people would easily study through the college and try for advance and get into advance. One challenge which I felt at that point in time was daily college jana for 5 hours. And it's not just going to college. It's like when you come back home, you get a lot of stuff from college that you need to do right for that year. There'll be assignments, there'll be projects, there'll be endless things. Yeah. So that was a problem, or I would say challenge for me कि यार वो कहाँ से time डालूं, because as you said, if I do not clear JEE this time, then my CGPA will be actually affected a lot.
And first year CGPA is very crucial if you see in all the 4 years.
Yeah. So I'll tell you a schedule. I'm not sure if people will like this, but my schedule was very different from what it was in 2021. So what usually people do is कि, they wake up in the morning 8 to 10 ये पढ़ना है, 10 to 12 ये पढ़ना है ये. So I understood कि that does not work for me. It does not work. I cannot have time bound tasks. I need a broader version of it. I used to plan for the day कि मुझे आज के दिन में 2 subjects ये पढ़ना है.
Okay.
And in that subjects, let's say physics chem पढ़ना है. So in that subjects, this chapter I need to do this chapter I need to do this, right? So I would bifurcate that and I would not give any time to it. I would like कि रात को सोने से पहले I have to do this. And I don't know how, but after now when I reflect over it, I see that around 80-90% of the days I was on my target.
Oh, so that seriousness pumped in you.
Exactly.
Discipline.
And after my JEE Advanced ka result came in 2021, 1 month I took a break. I cut off from everything. I just went on a trip. I went on with friends, enjoyed, relaxed. But back of the mind, I was assessing myself as well. So मुझे वहाँ समझ आया कि यार, my sleeping schedule has to improve.
Okay.
I cannot sleep just 2 hours a day, or I cannot sleep 10 hours a day. There has to be a consistency there.
Schedule,
So I understood कि यार 6.5 hours, वो pattern से ही समझा again कि 6.5 hours if I'm sleeping, it is good for me. I can function very well in the day. More than that is excess to me. Less than that is not, like, I would say I would not function well. तो वो मैंने fix कर लिया कि at least 6.5 hours at an average I need to sleep. तो वहाँ से the efficiency improved a lot, right? And then the schedule, as I said, right, I did not give time bound. I was like, I need to finish this task in today's day. However, whatever time I take, it's up to me.
Just one day before your JEE Advanced 2022, what were the thoughts that were going on in your mind? Because obviously it's like the last attempt that you have. It's a do or die situation. Were you under pressure? And if you were under pressure, how did you handle them?
Okay, so the day before Advanced, उस दिन I was not doing anything. I won't say nothing. Subah I just went, as I said, chemistry was at a weaker side.
पहले
But थोड़ा सा chemistry revise, inorganic and all I would just see. But a very light revision, just relaxing a day. No, I understood कि यार I need to be away from gadgets. I need to be away from TV, web series. I need to be away from people around me. Just give some time to myself.
Right.
So I just did that. So I went, I used to listen to music the whole day. फिर थोड़ा खाना वाना खा लिया, relax किया. It was just like in my mind I was revising a lot of stuff, but on a lighter note. Because when you see books in front of you, you will do that hard revision, and you will exhaust yourself. And if you talk to a lot of people, people will actually, they might demoralize you, right? But तो मैंने वो सब किया. And the last day, over the 1 year, as I said, I was a very anxious child, right? Over that 1 year, I actually overcame, like, it was one of the best things which I did, because now I'm not anxious. Like, it has been 4 years. I'm never scared of anything.
Right.
And that change had happened in that 1 year was very important. So वो anxiousness चली गई. It was like nothing can go bad than this. I have a college in hand. I was second in that college also after studying for that. So I was doing good where
That's nice.
Right. So इससे ज़्यादा बुरा क्या ही हो जाएगा? Like again JEE नहीं निकलेगा. Nothing like, okay, no losses, right? So that is a thing that was in my mind. Right. And as you asked, after JEE Advanced, right. So I came home, I had food, and then I went on the terrace. I called my professor, okay, the same prof, and he asked me how was the paper, and I just said I did my best.
Oh.
I did not say anything to him else. I just told him this. He laughed. We had a conversation for next 2 minutes,
Right.
and just that's over. And उसके बाद जिससे भी मैंने बात किया, whoever asked me how was the paper, I just told them that I did my best. I don't know what the result is. I don't know. And how did it turn, right? क्योंकि next 1 month जो भी two weeks तक के result clear, and you have all these online sources जहाँ पे results से discussion होते हैं. I did not see any discussion. I did not see any paper. I did not see any solution. Nothing. मैंने डायरेक्ट अपनी रैंक देखी है. मैंने खुद का पेपर भी नहीं देखा जब आया. So I was like, I don't want to. It is I did my best.
कर्म हो गया अपना, भगवान के
It was like, again, थोड़ा सा फिल्मी लगता है ये, but that's what I practiced over that 1 year. कि it doesn't matter now. Whatever it is done.
Correct. I mean, that's a very powerful learning which everyone has to take from this particular video. Ki, so it's all about you doing your best. Matlab, whatever the situation is, no matter how much pressure you have, no matter how many stakes are there in front of you, if you focus on your actions, if you know, okay, these are the set of actions that I should take, whether I'm a dropper, whether I'm a fresher, whether I'm a partial dropper, did I take them? Yes or no? If it is a yes, then you're on the correct spot. If it's a no, then yes, then you did not give your best. So it's all about giving your best.
You can't do anything more than your best.
Definitely. So the result अपने हाथ में नहीं ना. What we
Exactly.
have in our hand is the karma that we have, the actions.
I enjoyed the most in my drop year. I have done all sorts of mischievous things in college. Outside college, I participated in sports events. I used to play cricket on a daily basis. I've done all of that. जो मैंने normal year पे नहीं किया था अपने. But the main, I was more content about my steps that I was taking, the actions that I was taking, and
Right,
that
right,
helped me.
right.
So you can also do it. If I can do it, then it's nothing that I was a very genius person, right? You can also do it. It's very easy for you to do that, and you are capable. So you will do it. It's very easy. Yeah.
Right. So I hope all of you have derived great insights and you are motivated. So yes, guys, I'll be back with more such amazing content, more inspirational videos in this particular podcast series. Thank you for staying, and yeah, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Donate blood. Yeah. All right. See you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.